Hey you guys, I am finally getting around to planting um my budlier. So this is the butterfly bush that I train into a standard, which is a tree form. I have two of them, one right here and one right here. Transplanting them from the old house, I put it on the property. Now I'm finally getting them into the ground. That way they'll have a better chance at surviving before I figure out where I actually permanently want to move them. I'm not going to plant them too deeply. They like to have their top exposed. So since they don't really have a big root ball, they look just like this. And they're dormant, so this way I'm not disturbing them too much. I'm going to put one there and one here. I kind of want to stagger them because the sun comes up from that side over there and sits over here. So I want to stagger them so they can get as much sunlight as possible. I have very limited space right now on this 22 acres to plant. Even though I have 22 acres, the ground is raw, which basically means I need to actually work the land so that it's fertile so I can actually plant on it. The only thing that's been on this property is pine trees. It was a timber farm. So all there is on here is mainly pine trees. And we actually took a whole bunch down just so I can have this little area to plant in. And then we tilled up this ground over here. Put a little bit of compost in the ground. That way I get to plant them in. Okay, so I want to plant them just enough so that the root ball is covered, but not too deep because they don't like to have their feet wet. So I dig 2 holes. I think I'm going to set the smaller one here. Actually, that one needs to have a bigger. This one is good for its size right there. I think this one needs to have a little bit more of a wider angle. Sounds like someone is motocrossing over here. Okay, so about right there. Gonna kind of raise that root ball up a little bit. All right, let me get my fertilizer, putting it into the ground. So this is just your organic biotone. Giving it a little bit, mixing it around. And then I'm just going to plop them in. They're pretty hardy. Root ball's upright. Just need to make sure that it's standing upright. And then with this one, this one may not get as much sun because of that light post right there. Does that seem right, upright? Yep. And then just backfill it. that straight? It's hard to tell when you're right on it to know if it's straight or not. All right, one down, one to go. Just firmly press. And ta-da! It's dormant, so it's not going to have too much damage to anything while you're moving it. All right, let me give you a closer look. Taking it off the stand, hang on. All right, so here is one, looks pretty straight, and then there's the other one. You can see it has some growth to it, so it's pretty minimal. That way I'm not disrupting it too much when I do this. Okay, there's my two standard butterfly bush. This one's got a lot of growth on it. But so, and then what I'll do is I'll come through here. This branch looks like it's dead. I don't see anything growing on it. So, nope. So I'll probably remove this one. And then just kind of give an overall look. Looks like everything else looks pretty good. I'm actually looking forward to see how this will do. I started training it last year. I believe I made a video on it. And I haven't actually seen where it's an actual standard fully fleshed out. So I'm actually excited to see how it will look. Look here, you can see a couple of dead branches. So I'll come in and I'll prune these guys back. This one looks like it's dead. And then because they tend to have lots of suckers, because they're not supposed to be a tree, and since I train them that, you have to make sure you look along the, I guess, the trunk, or what you made as your lead, because sometimes new sprouts will come, like right here. There's a new sprout right there coming out. And if you want to keep it as a standard, you need to remove it. So usually I come in and just kind of scrape it off because it's a lot younger. Now when it's hardier, you'll want to go in with your pruning shears and do what you need to do. See this little one right here that's coming out? So since it's so small, I'm going to just remove it with my finger. And then there's another one right here. So I'm just going to remove that one because I want it to be a standard. And then there's a couple down here, which I'll let it grow because it'll actually come from right here and send new shoots out, which is fine because it's right where I want it to start to train. So I have two of them. That's about the same height. So I'm actually really looking forward to see how they will do. And then if I like it enough, I think I'm going to do more and plant them all along the property as a hedge. But they're beautiful as a bush anyways, so it's not like you're losing too much. And then anything that you prune off, like right now, I haven't taken hardy cutting of the butterfly bush. I know it's doable, but usually I just take the softwood cutting and then I root it, and that's how I get more plants. But yeah, I just want to show you guys really quickly, just planting those into the ground. I have a whole bunch more plants that I transplanted from the old house to this new house. So now I just got to find a spot for them now that spring is literally right around the corner. Super excited. I hope you guys are having a great time doing projects in your garden as well. And I'll look forward to updating you guys once they are in full bloom and see how they are. Looking forward to it. Hope you guys are having a great day. Take care. Bye.